joining me for this edition of A Look Back. I'm Mike, and I am so thrilled to have you all here with me this evening. Tonight, we are going to look at the history of the WWF, WWE Intercontinental Champion, and how Gunther and the Honky Tonk Man play an intricate part into its history, past, present, and future. We'll play a look back with Mike trivia and also talk about a few events coming up in the weeks to come. The Intercontinental Championship, how it came to be. 1979, September 1st, North American champion Pat Patterson would win the South American Heavyweight Championship in the culmination of a tournament in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil to unify both championships. It was kayfabe. There was no tournament. It was an illusion to get the two titles and create a new title. There was no South American Heavyweight Championship. So, in short, they made it up. Patterson would hold the title for 234 days before losing it to Ken Patera on April 21st, 1980. With the Intercontinental Championship in its short time frame, a little older than I am. I'm an 81 model. We'll get to that later on. But a little bit older than I am. There have been 89 different champions. Pedro Morales would become the first person to hold the tag title, the world title, and the Intercontinental title on December 8, 1980 by defeating Patera. Morales would hold the title for 425 days and was defeated by Magnificent Don Morocco on June 20th, 1981. Coincidentally, I was born 12 days later. Chris Jericho holds the record with 9 reigns totaling 318 days. 136 days shy of Honky Tonk Man's single reign record of 454. Jeff Hardy was the youngest to hold the Intercontinental title at 23 years, 222 days, and Ric Flair the oldest at 56 years, 205 days. Chyna is the only woman to hold the Intercontinental Championship by defeating Double J Jeff Jarrett and held it 29 days in her first run. She actually held it twice. Dean Douglas holds the shortest record at 14 minutes. Honky Tonk Man currently holds the longest record of 454 days. Gunther would have to hold the championship currently until November 9th, 2023 to surpass him. You talk about Gunther. He's a good worker, and I see a lot of promise in him. He debuted on SmackDown April 8th, 2022 by beating I can't remember the guy's name. I don't have that up here, but he would go on to beat Ricochet 64 days after his SmackDown debut on June 10th, 2022 to capture the Intercontinental title. He was 34 years old, 9 months, and 22 days when he won the belt. On the other hand, the Honky Tonk Man, he debuted in the WWF September 28, 1986. Honky Tonk Man beat Ricky Steamboat 259 days after his WWF debut on June 13, 1987. Honky Tonk Man was 34 years, 4 months, and 20 days old when he won the title. Gunther was 5 months and 2 days older than Honky Tonk Man when he actually won the title. 2 months and 11 days would pass between Honky Tonk Man's win over Ricky Steamboat and the birth of Gunther. A lot of things have changed, between the two reigns. One could say Honky Tonk Man wrestled more than Gunther did. The caliber of opponents has changed. There's a lot different type of wrestling going on. Gunther may be the greatest Intercontinental Champion in WWE's modern era. However, he and Honky Tonk Man, their reigns are like comparing apples to oranges. Both hold a special place in their respective history, and both should be acknowledged. Guys, it is time to play a look back with Mike trivia. Today's question is, with the Intercontinental Championship being the topic of the day, who is the only father and son duo to hold the Intercontinental Championship? 89 different people. It happened once. We'll have the answer later on in the show, but right now, I want to go ahead and talk about some events coming up. Uh, Sunday, August 20th, 2023, Time Warp will have Teddy Long at their Ashland Mall location. On Friday, the 25th, 2023, Time Warp will have Eric Bischoff at their mall location. Saturday, August 26th, Pikeville's Comic and Toy Convention will take place at the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville, Kentucky. On hand will be Tyler Main, Eric Bischoff, Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart, and Ashland's own Bobby Blaze. So come down to Pikeville at the Appalachian Wireless Arena to check that out. On Sunday, August 27th, Time Warp will actually have Tyler Main at their Ashland Mall location. So if you don't want to come to Pikeville and you're closer to Ashland, you'll get a chance to meet Tyler Main the very next day in Ashland at the mall. Saturday, September 9th, Time Warp will have Val Venus at their Ashland Mall location. Everybody remembers the big Val Boski. Come out and meet him there. On Saturday, September 30th, World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling will have their Great Fall Bash 2 at the OUC Shoemaker Center in Chillicothe, Ohio from 12 to 5, and the Super Show starting at 7 p.m. On Saturday, October 5th, Time Warp, in conjunction with Appalachian Championship Wrestling and FTC Wrestling, will have their Bluegrass Wrestling Con 5 at the Boyd County Community Center in Catlettsburg, Kentucky, starting at 12 p.m. After that, there's going to be some great wrestling on hand of that and a new champion to be crowned during those matches. Saturday, October 14th, All-Star Wrestling, ASW, West Virginia, will have their Halloween Mayhem show at the Madison Civic Center in Madison, West Virginia. The meet and greet starts at 5 p.m., so come out and meet and greet the stars of All-Star Wrestling and their guests. Again, guys, I thank you all for coming by and enjoying the evening with me. Again, we are on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, any social media. I am more than likely on it at albwMike. Also, guys, if you have any ideas for a show or you have an idea for a look back with Mike trivia, let me know and we'll give her a try. I want to thank you all for this evening. Like I said, we're trying to get more stuff out as much as possible. I appreciate everything. The last podcast that we done got some good viewership, and it really makes me happy to know that people are tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. And today's answer for the Look Back with Mike trivia question: who was the first father and son duo to hold the Intercontinental Championship? If you said Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, and Curtis Axel, you are correct. They are the only father and son duo to be crowned Intercontinental Champion. Guys, thank you all again. And as always, God bless you. And until next time, so long from the Bluegrass State.